I designed a brand new fabric collection, 25 different prints for my shop. I didn't realize that that's what I was doing when I started. And then when I was done, I was like, oh my God, did I actually just do that? It was through the encouragement of both my spouse and Brittany. They've been trying to get me back into designing because it was something I did for myself and something that I loved. And then I just really loved seeing other people create with my fabrics. And at first I started out just creating a couple prints to add to my existing Pride collection that I designed back in 2020. It's exclusive with Amazon, so no shops could carry it and only I could sell it, and then Amazon closed their fabric shop. But I was a totally different person back then. That's when I was wearing the sparkly sequins and the unicorn horn, and I was all about rainbows. I was the mass puppet for rainbow capitalism for various craft companies and shops. At the time, I thought I was doing the right thing because visibility is important, and I know that. But a lot of those things that I did were at my own expense. So, reflecting on all of that, I had to start over. I didn't want to be associated with that previous collection. It's rad, but I'm not that rainbow unicorn. So I started thinking what this moment needed. Because 2025 for the queer community is very different than 2020 was. The rainbows in rainbow capitalism, and you can see so many corporations and people making a 180-degree turn, did not protect us and keep us safe. It exposed us and made us visible. A lot of us thought that when gay marriage happened that we were all safe and protected and it was going to be like smooth sailing from there. But no, it's not. I probably am the most scared I've ever been, because I'm not hidden. And the last thing that I'm gonna do is become invisible. So this collection is called Always Been Here. 25 different prints. The main print is a graffiti style wall with messages of resilience, of resistance, of validation, of unity. Things that I wanted to hear and needed to hear right now. So this one right here is the main print, and it comes in multiple colors. But there's a main riot and history color. A lot of messages that are great for all. And look, I even tagged it. Ta-da, mixed domestic, it's a hidden tag. But messages like living my truth, I decide who I am, you can't erase us, always been here, not a phase, gender is a galaxy. This is the riot coloration. This is the history coloration. And then check out my selvage. And this is the black and white version. And then a smaller outline version. Boom, 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 boom. And then the large scale versions of the You Can't Erase Us print. You really have to see in all its glory. Ta-da! Imagine the bags. You can fussy cut any of this stuff. Perfect for a quilt back. I love that there's this large scale version. And this is the history version. Honestly, it took me forever. I had never designed something with so many layers to it, with so much detail. It really was a design that showed me that I was holding myself back on what my potential was as a designer. And then from there, the rest of it fell into place. And then this one is the Always Been Here print, which has all of the various identities, at least the larger umbrellas of identities. And this, similar to that family circles design I did last year. And what this is based on are the statistics of individuals representing each of these identities in the larger population. So this is the night version, and then the day version, smaller scale. And then this one is a blender. It's a double wedding ring that I named Obergefell. For those that don't know, that's the pivotal Supreme Court case that made same-sex marriage legal in the entire country. That is the daytime version. And then this is the night version. It's a little smaller with a black background. Then I have 5 versions of this Stonewall Redux, which is just the background of the graffiti prints. There's this color, which is the riot color. There's this color, which is the history color. And then this color, which is the ghost coloration. And to add a party, this was actually Brittany's idea, was to have the mortar have the rainbow in it. So this has the Pride rainbow in the mortar with a darker color. And then I decided to do the same thing with the trans colors in the background of a lighter color. But honestly, these can be used for anything. I think I want to weave these 3 up for sure. Then I wanted to do a redo of my butterfly people print, which is representative of the experience of the transgender population. This is representative of the non-binary community, which I am a part of. And then I also did one for the transgender community. This is super fun to sketch. all of these different people and the butterflies. And then of course I needed a basic blender. So here is this one, white background with the pride stars, but it's not so much of it. It's just there, a sprinkling. I did the same with the non-binary human colors. And then I did a neutral with the transgender pride colors in it. See? They don't scream, they whisper. If you're looking for it, you know it's there. And then because I needed some color, I added this Grove coloration and this Twilight coloration to complete the 5. And then in my stripes, there's this unified one, which has all of the colors from the Progress Pride flag. And I wanted a print that represented how important it was for all of us in the community to stick together, because I know that there are some that are trying to like remove me from the community, remove the transgender population from the community. But honestly, the transgender community is why we have our rights as is. So we can't remove any of us. We all have to stick together. And that's what this print represents. And then this is a subtle stripe right here. And then this stripe, I love this. I'm obsessed with this stripe. Imagine the binding. Like, this is so glorious. These are the 3. This is unified, this is echo, this is progression. I picked all of the colors. I tested them in a first run print to make sure that everything worked. And I double checked everything, got it printed, got it in my shop, got the pre-orders almost out. And it's only right now that I'm realizing, wow, I think I'm doing this on my own. I think I've realized that my home is not going to be another manufacturer. It's going to be me creating the space for myself, because every manufacturer out there, there's something that just isn't going to work for me, whether it's not being able to sell fabric or not being able to associate with designers from another company. Don't get me started on how designers are not paid what you think that they are paid. So many are undervalued, and so many companies make designers feel replaceable. My one Pride fabric collection that I did before this, that I had to do on my own, I made more money with that one than the 6 collections that I did in total with the previous manufacturer that I was with. So yeah, this is the beginning, I guess. And now that this one's not associated with Amazon in the previous collection, yeah, this one can be in shops too. That's an option. I've had some reach out. I haven't moved forward because I don't think I can take that on yet. But just knowing that that's an option, wow, that's kind of cool. Because all I was doing was sitting down and designing, and I got caught up in it, and then I finished. And I was like, I did all of that on my own. I can do this. So I hope you all love it. You do not need to be a member of the LGBTQIA+ community to sew with this fabric. Many of them are not specific. Many of them can be used for anything. It's only those of us who are looking for what they represent that will see it. And I still have some of those prints in my Love is Love Pride collection. You can still get those in my shop. I have restocked 9 of the prints from the Love is Love collection. Here is pronoun badges, acronym and multi, the original Progress Pride flying geese print on a lavender. This was one I made after the fact, which is the original family circles showing the statistics out of 100 humans. This is the Transformation in Progress Pride flag colors. Love Wins print. The magical unicorn, which really goes for all occasions. And then the original stone wall here in the Trans Pride colors, and then Transformation and Trans Pride. And then I have a grunge bundle in the Progress Pride flag colors, white, pink, light blue, brown, black, and then purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, and these are curated to go perfectly with Always Been There. And then also a speckled version with the same colors here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Also coordinated to go with Always Been Here and for Pride in general. To find the collection, you just need to go to my website, which is mixdomestic.com or mxdomestic.com. And you can either scroll down to the Pride section or the Always Been Here section. But if you go to the Pride section, you can see what else I have, which is including this collection and then the Love is Love Pride collection that you can access. And then I have multiple shirts for this collection and beyond in my apparel section. There are Pride specific bundles and quilt kits, both including this collection and not. And then there are stickers. And on top of that, I am hosting my fundraiser for the Trevor Project this Pride, where I'm soliciting handmade items from anyone who wants to donate. And then when the auction part starts, people will then bid on those items, and then the money will go directly to the charity. And then this collection is flying off the shelves fast, faster than I even anticipated. But first off is the Stonewall Redux prints. And since I had to reorder them, I decided to go ahead and add 6 new colors for the 6 colors in the Pride flag, which I was gonna do next year, but I decided why not just go ahead and do it this year? And those will be coming by the end of this month. So they'll ship out the end of June or beginning of July. For me, this is bigger than one collection. This is a moment where I'm standing on my own. I'm standing in my own power. I'm standing in my own light. I'm not allowing myself to be minimized or diminished or invalidated. And I'm realizing that I can kind of do anything. And I'm really excited. So thank all of you for being a part of my journey and getting me to this point, because we have been through it. But today I'm feeling empowered. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling inspired. And I'm feeling proud. So happy Pride, everyone.